To come to Mama. Hi, world. I'm coming on tonight. I pulled a couple oracle cards. The first one was cut away what no longer serves. I'm sorry, cut away what no longer is needed for you. And the other one is you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? So we are having a full moon in Cancer, and I know that deals with a great deal of emotions. I understand that. Um, we have to at this time. Sorry, I got to get my lighting together. There we go. So, cut away what is no longer needed for you. That could represent relationships, mindsets, um, jobs, um, people, friendships, love, sometimes your kids. Um, you need to understand right now is a time where, you know, we have to let go of certain things in our lives in order for us to ascend and move forward. And it's one of the hardest things for people to have to do. But with this card, you decided to wake up, or else why did you draw me? You know, why are you watching this? Why are you watching any of these types of channels for direction, for understanding? Because you are waking up and, you may be, trying to figure some things out right now. Um, Maybe some things in your life are actually being purged. So, to make a long story short, I'll talk about a situation that I was going through that I recently was um, being um, asked to get back in a relationship that had, it's served its purpose. Sorry, I need these headphones. They served its purpose in my life, and it helped me learn and understand some things. But you always be tested because those people will come back and they'll try. And, something in me just kept telling me, don't do it. You can't go back. And I have children with this person. So, I have young children. And, you know, it was tough because there's a lot of memories and, um, great times, good times, bad times, you name it. But at the end of the day, these are all experiences to teach us a lesson. And when I'm doing this, what they call work, shadow work, my shadow issues stem further than my ex husband. It stemmed from early on in my childhood with situations where, it challenged me and I became a desperate person, not at everything, but when it came to relationships, I didn't see that I was a very valuable person. Therefore, the people that came into my life were there to show me that I needed to love myself more. But I spent years, you know, trying to be in love, trying to have a family, trying to keep proving my love, trying to or keep wondering why that love was not being reciprocated. And it's simple. I wasn't loving me. I wasn't loving myself, and I didn't value myself. So how is anybody else going to love me if I don't love myself, if I don't value myself? So now that I am learning to love myself and put myself first, I cannot go back into situations that are no longer going to that are going to keep my growth stunted. I'm not gonna be able to ascend and be the person that I am learning who I am and trying to be and ascend in my life. So it's time to cut it. It's time to cut it. It's time to cut those bad thoughts. It's time to love on you and speak to yourself with love. And it doesn't matter what your situation is. If you got to fake it to make it. I have another story. I have a situation with a family member who's it's someone I know that's close to me, has a child with a woman, has two children, and this woman that he has children with, and this is a family member to me. He, is going through it because number one, he didn't choose wisely from the beginning, and both of them didn't. And I think that they were both aligned at a certain period of time in the same, they were pretty much in balance with how they were moving in their lives. And when they got together, you know, they just clashed and they had children, and now everything is a fight. And I see this man trying hard. I mean, really trying hard. He does half of everything for these children. They're not together, but they do week to week. And this woman, you know, uh, she has some mental issues. Definitely. I mean, I can see she has some attachments to her that were very unhealthy, and she's delusional. In her mind, she makes herself out to be the victim. And it's hard. It's a hard situation for people to get into. But like I tell that other person, do what you're supposed to do for your children, and do what you're supposed to do, which you that you know is right. And so guess what? He's been blessed with so many things. Now the situation with the mother of the children, it's not an easy situation, but because he continues to do the right thing and make sure that he gets his children and make sure that does what he can, he's just, things are falling into place for him. And I just, it won't always be an issue. This woman, one day, she's not gonna be able to blame anybody but herself. And, it's a sad thing because um, the mother of this person's children contact me you know, to talk about situations and portray the victim. But, you know, actions speak louder than words. And, um, you're not handling your stuff. And, you can't blame nobody else. And all I try to do is just tell her, get yourself together, work on you for the betterment of your children. I don't want to hear anything about that other person. If you guys aren't together, then you're a mother to your children yourself. Work on you, do what you can to get your stuff together. And as far as he goes, he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's why things are working out for him. But she cannot stand to see anything good happening for him. And that's the sad thing about it, is that she can't see. She can't see because she's so busy focused on him that she's not focused on the beauty that's going on in her life and her ability to work on what she needs to work on. She'd rather focus on somebody else. And that's what happens a lot of times in these relationships. They become codependent. That's a really good example of codependency. You could look at the fault in your mate or whoever you're with, and and maybe they aren't good to you, but you know when they're not good to you, and you keep going back for more, that says a lot about you. And it's not an easy situation, no, but once you know better, you do better. And it's time to cut away. It's time to get to work. It's time to focus on your life purpose, because you came here at this time. It's a great time to be alive, and there are some purposes to serve on this planet while you're here. So I'm going to pull a couple cards to validate what we're speaking about, or maybe Spirit has more for me to say. Oops. I have to burn my Palo Santo. You gonna go up out of here. Well, I'm waiting on my Palo Santos to expire to go out to clear this, to bring more love, clear anything out that doesn't belong. And the flame is just going. She's going, going, going. Wow, that was beautiful. Clearing anything negative and bringing more love. Palo Santo is a beautiful, sacred. All right, so let's pull some cards. I want a general card for what you need to know. General card. Mm, that's a lot. Just too much. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's two. Okay. So we have the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups. So it looks like some type of offer being made. And it looks like someone else who might have been in the past is walking away because they see this other person moving on with their life. So they're walking on and moving forward. Um, so the Page of Cups represents uh, a studious kid, new love, volunteer work. And the Eight of Cups is withdrawal, retreat, moving on, abandonment. So maybe a new offer is being made to somebody, and whoever the past is that's been cut out, um, they're retreating or moving on from the situation. Um, that's the general situation. So let's do a past, present, and future on that to give me a little bit more of an idea. Now, it could mean too that a new offer is being made, and I think it's being made by someone else because she's facing the opposite direction where this other person is just kind of leaving and going off like, okay, well, defeat, it ain't gonna happen, you know. So let's get a little bit of information about what occurred and what this means. We have Knight of Pentacles, Whoa, death, that's going to be present. So the Knight of Pentacles. And let's see what's going on in the future. All right. Seven of Pentacles. And bottom, Ten of Cups. Death represents big changes, endings, time to move on, rebirth, transformation. And the Seven of Pentacles represents patience, hard work, delayed success, and waiting. So it looks to me like a Knight of Pentacles offer of love maybe being made to buy a Knight of Pentacles. That could be a Taurus, any kind of earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Um, and it's been a long time coming. So maybe this person has just been waiting for a while. They've finally gotten over this past hurt. Um, and they're looking forward to something beautiful. Maybe this past person was trying to hold on or trying to get back into situation with this person. And, presently, right now, we have the death card, which means that this person is going through big changes, endings, letting it go, letting things go that no longer that they don't need anymore in their lives, learning the lesson and moving on. Okay. And so she's moving on. And when you look at it from my direction, when it's looking at me, because I'm doing it from this way, it looks like she's looking out towards somebody new offering a cup of love, or a new cup of love is being offered to this person. It could be a male or a female, but the energy is of a new love. The uh, the Page of Cups is a studious, kind, new love, volunteer work. So it's something new, letting go of the past. Okay. Who's, oh, so the past, the Knight of Pentacles, the past, this could have been an earth sign who was trying to get back with this person and making an offer, but uh, it just wasn't going to work anymore. And so I think that this represents them, take leaving and moving on, because the death currently of the present card is of death. So, you know, it ended. The situation ended with this earth sign, and this person is moving forward with a new love, new life. you know um it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation. It could be um new work, just on their path. So they had to let it go. And then what verifies that is the Seven of Pentacles, which is the future. And that's somebody working on their craft, working on their job, working on their pentacles, their money, their future, trying to be successful. Um, And, this could represent this new love, could be a new love for yourself. You decided to just let those things, like that oracle card said earlier, cut away what no longer is needed for you. And you did. So now you have to look forward to working on loving you and new things coming through because you're transforming your life. And you decided to wake up. You decided to wake up from what you were dealing with. You decided to learn the lesson so you didn't have to keep going through it again. And the lesson was to love yourself, to work on you, to value you. And now that you're doing that, right? You're building your empire, your future, and you're working hard at it and you're watching it grow, which is you, the newfound love in you, the business that you've always wanted to do, the path that you've always knew that you needed to be on, right? And so the bottom of the deck, we got a 10 of cups, right? So 10 of cups represents family, contentment, total love and support. Couldn't ask for anything more, right? See what the next one is. Queen of Pentacles. So you about to be doing well. A nurturing Queen of Pentacles is a resourceful person, fertility, domesticality. So it looks to me like because you let that old person die and those old people go, and you decided to find love for yourself and figure out, well, what I come here for. What do I want to do? Screw all that other stuff. Cut, 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 cut. It's all about me. It's all about what I want to do. No guilt, no nothing. I'm moving forward. So that was a beautiful reading. And thank you, everybody. Everybody. And I hope that this nurtured your soul in some way. And I will be back again soon. I will probably be doing another live after this one in regards to something else. But I just wish everyone the best and get on that path. Take care.